I never played with him. No, I never played with him. He was there, but prior to my time, and he was traded shortly after I was traded to Washington, but I hadn't been called up yet, so I didn't play with him.
What do you think about Yager when you see him on the ice at 44 years old?
Well, one, the longevity is awesome, right? I mean, and then the second thought is the guy really must love the game. I mean, there's a lot of sacrifice and a lot of work and attention to detail, all that. It consumes a large part of your life to be able to play in the National Hockey League, and for him to do it that long, it must say that he really, really loves the game. I've never personally met the guy, but I'm sure he has a huge passion for the game.
Is that inspiring to a player like yourself?
Yeah, it's, and the thing is, he's not just hanging on either. He's not just trying to make his way through a season. I mean, he's playing fantastic hockey. He's a guy that we have circled on our board every night when we play them. So to still be at that level, very impressive.
You've churned up the work ethic as well as you move along in this league and been here as long as it has, because he seems to have as well. I guess maybe it's an appreciation for being here.
Yeah, that, and I mean, I've always felt the game's always mattered to me, so I've always felt I've prepared well and trained well and put in the time. But you see the guys that come up now, you see the speed of the game. I think the overall speed of the game is a lot faster than it was 10 years ago. And so as you age a little bit, you have to keep up with the kids. I still say I'm a young guy. The other guys are just a little younger than I am. But I still have a huge passion for the game, still love the game. He must too. And it's fun to play with people that are going to continue to push you.
And Brooks, an appreciation for size and strength. What was it like taking draws with Frederick Gauthier out there?
Yeah, well, I told him when I got in there, I said, you don't send a goat to hunt a lion. But he cleaned me out pretty good. I ended up on my stomach fishing for a couple. So big, strong guy. That's what we want from him, right? And being his line mate, I want him to compete on those draws and tell him that a tie is going to be a win. So use that size to your advantage. Quick hands, you get your feet in there. He's a big guy and he can push people back a little bit. So just wanted to sort of experience it for myself.
Sure. Brooks, you've only been here for a bit, but I feel like half the questions I've asked you have been somehow Kadri related. I'm just curious for you, what stood out about him as a teammate, and how important is it to kind of, on a team, have a guy who plays on the edge like him?
Yeah. I knew about his reputation a little bit before from having played against him, but when you watch him play and you play alongside him, you see how much he has the puck every night, and you see why he's a target. He's also very slippery. That's why he draws a lot of penalties, because he can evade checks, he can avoid stuff, he can, he's very deceptive with the puck, move one way and slide the other, where somebody's going to get a stick in and trip him. So that, and then the thing that really impresses me about him is his competitive spirit. Doesn't quit on pucks, second efforts, physical, gets under guys' skin, and plays with skill. So very impressive player to play with.